In your headlines, Ministry of Health holds Strategic Risk Assessment Workshop. Premier meets with TCI Diaspora and Christmas advance available for public servants. Hello Turks and Caicos, thank you for joining us for another edition of Newswatch. It's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. I'm Latoya Walken and Newswatch starts now. The Premier and Deputy Premier met with the TCI Diaspora during their recent visit to the United Kingdom. Here's what came out of that meeting in Wednesday's leading story.
On November 13, 2021, the Premier and Deputy Premier Charles Washington Mizik and Erwin J. Saunders invited 70 Turks and Caicos Islanders to the Doubletree Hilton in Manchester for the first ever meetup under the new PNP regime and since the COVID-19 pandemic. Those in attendance were dressed to impress and were most concerned about the ease of access to government-issued documents and employment opportunities for returning students. The Premier addressed the concerns of those inquiring about the TCIG's special needs support by informing them about the allocation of $300,000 to assist with the care of students studying abroad and out-of-school special need individuals. I got the opportunity to ask Honorable Erwin J. Saunders about the likelihood of absentee voting being introduced for members of the diaspora. He expressed that individuals registered to pursue work experience or as a student overseas would be able to benefit from the absentee ballot. Students were advised to consider a future in underdeveloped sectors in the TCI, such as agriculture, information technology, and communications. They expressed the increase in job opportunity with the impending establishment of the Communications Directorate and the introduction of new e-government systems. Members of the diaspora are being encouraged to send additional questions to the press liaison Nadija Parker via email at premierpress@gov.tc and inquire about the diaspora register that will connect Turks and Caicos Islanders to ministries that will be able to assist with the transitioning of returning citizens equipped with degrees, job experience, and training required for gainful employment. Reporting for PTB Newswatch, I'm Ali Carvey.
The Ministry of Health and Human Services, Health Disaster Department in collaboration with PAHO is hosting a strategic risk assessment workshop. The workshop is the first for the region. Take a look.
Okay, today we're on day 2 of a strategic tool assessment for assessing risk for the TCI training. And this is a training that is sponsored by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with Pan American Health Organization. And during this, it's a 3-day training. As I said, today is day 2. During the 3 days, we will be looking at risk, the probability of the risk, the classification of the hazards, and then finally we'll be moving on to identifying the risks and the hazards for TCI.
The inaugural workshop is not only the first for the Turks and Caicos Islands, but the first workshop to be held in any English-speaking Caribbean country.
This workshop is so dynamic that we were privileged enough to have presenters from as far as Turkey via the video links. We had presenters from Barbados, Bahamas, Jamaica, as well as Central America. Our moderator, who is on island with us doing a face-to-face, is Mr. Alex Camacho, and he is from Health Emergencies Management Unit, PAHO, in Washington, D.C. So Alex is here with us to do the face-to-face, and we have other Pan American Health Organization facilitators that are presenting via our video links. So TCI is privileged to be the first country in the English-speaking Caribbean to host such a very strategic workshop.
The Director of Health Disaster also explained how vital the seminar is to the territory.
We will see that health emergencies and disasters are changing. Before, in our earlier years, we were concentrating more on natural disasters such as hurricanes, but we have seen a dynamic shift where we need to pay more attention to multi-hazards. And we are now currently in a pandemic, which is COVID, unlike what we are accustomed to. So we now have to pay more attention to the multi-hazards, which includes hurricanes, emergencies, pandemics, and other communicable diseases. So having this workshop here today help us to look at all of the risk not just natural, but we look at man-made and anything that natural hazards, man-made and environmental, that will impact public health in the Turks and Caicos Islands.
It's time for a quick break. More News Watch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to News Watch. Police is searching for one man following a speed chase over the weekend, the recovery of a firearm and illegal drugs. Your crime report in this next story. On Sunday, November 14th, officers of the tactical unit around 4:20 p.m., according to police reports, while patrolling in the Bight Providenciales, saw a gray Toyota Vitz car without a license plate. The driver, namely Ronaldo Clark, who is now wanted by police, refused to pull over. As a result, a brief high-speed pursuit occurred until Clark ditched the Toyota Vitz car, leaving a 21-year-old female and a 15-year-old boy behind. During the vehicle search, a quantity of cannabis and an illegal firearm were recovered and seized pending investigations. Ronaldo Clark is still at large and is advised by authorities to turn himself in at the Grace Bay Police Station as soon as possible. If you have seen Clark, please call 911 or Crime Stoppers on 1-800-8477-TIPS. This is still an active investigation. Public servants will be receiving a salary advance for the Christmas season as part of government's economic relief efforts. Details in this next report.
On Monday, Acting Premier, the Honorable Akira Mizik, presented the Public Finance Special Christmas Advance Temporary Provisions Bill 2021. The bill makes way for civil servants to receive a Christmas bonus in the form of 1 month's salary. That 1 month's salary advance is interest-free upon repayment. And to assist with the repayment of the loan, the government has given public workers until February 2022 to commence paying back the money, with a 6-month repayment period of up to July 2022. That bill has since been passed in the House, with the full support of all members. Newswatch reached out to the leader of the opposition, the Honorable Edwin Aswood, for his comments on the bill.
Definitely, the opposition, we do support the issuing of the Christmas advance, and we support it going out to the 6 months. It's the same thing that we did last year with the 6 months. And, the Christmas advance is something that has been in place from time I joined the civil service many years ago. And a lot of us see it as an interest-free loan. So it is always beneficial when the government does it, when it comes straight from your salary. And however, one of the new things that I was happy that is different with this one, they're going to start in February, because I do support that, because January is normally the hardest month for most people. After recovering from Christmas time and you get paid early, and by the time you get paid in January, it's a number of months, a number of weeks that have passed. and you have a lot of bills. Some of us like to spare no expenses for our loved ones, our kids, our parents, brothers and sisters, special friends. So a lot of us, in our culture, we go all out for our loved ones during the holidays. I mean, whether it's good or bad, that it's not here nor there. But in January, you normally, have a hard time catching up. So for the allowance to start at February, it's very good. February to July.
While the leader of the opposition is in full support of this advance payment for government workers, he is urging the government to provide some sort of relief for the rest of the population, as most people, he says, are still suffering amidst the ongoing pandemic.
However, the thing is, what they had impressed on government, that is civil servants, is there anything being considered for the general population, just general people, a lot of people, still going through hard times. We thought COVID-19 would have been just 1 year, but it's, going for 2 years now. And people are still going through hard times. People still trying to get back into the workplace. People still not making the type of money that they made pre-pandemic. And so, we were wondering, if there can be any considerations for something for the general public. It's not just, why we appreciate the civil servants and the government is the employer of the civil servants, but you are also elected by others, not just civil servants. So if anything can be done for the others who are not working for government, or, so we want them to consider that. Of course, it is a policy decision, so, we can't force the government to do anything, but we would like to tell them where our mind is, that something should also be considered for the general population. Some way, somehow, how we can help them. We were hoping that we would have seen a smaller second stimulus around this time, because, when during the campaign period, we keep on hearing of a $2,000 stimulus. So a lot of us were under opinion on the other side. Okay, they did $2,000. Sorry, let me correct myself. So a lot of us was under the opinion, if you did the 1,000 earlier on this year, you probably most likely will be doing the second 1,000 or whatever, cut it down to because of the economic condition of the country, even $500 to $1,000 second one during the end of the year. So, we appreciate everything that is being done for the civil servants, but, there are a lot of other people out there hurting and who need that little extra just so, they can make ends meet or just have a real comfortable Christmas, a real nice Christmas.
For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Isles.
We'll be right back when we return your weather forecast.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Mixed weather patterns across the Turks and Caicos Islands is your weather forecast for November 18th, 2021. Starting in Grand Turk on Thursday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 84, low 78, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. South Caicos on Thursday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 84, low 78, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. North and Middle Caicos on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high 84, low 77, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Parrot and Pine Key on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high 84, low 78, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Anton Providenciales on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high 84, low 78, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Time now for your sunrise and sunset. Sunrise at 6:04 a.m., sunset at 5:07 p.m. And for your high tides and low tides, high tides 6:54 a.m., 7:03 p.m. For your low tides, 12:23 a.m., 1:07 p.m. Time now for your hurricane outlook. For the North Atlantic Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 5 days. And that's it for your weather forecast and hurricane outlook. We'll be right back with more Newswatch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future.
I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Beaches Turks and Caicos is expanding its operations. According to a recent article published, Newswatch reached out to management to confirm the news, and here's what they had to say.
Beaches Resort and Spa Turks and Caicos have confirmed that they are planning a massive expansion. Speaking briefly with Newswatch today, General Manager James McAnally says they are still in the planning process of getting approvals and so forth to hopefully take the project to the next steps. The news was first revealed by a Sun newspaper article last weekend with suggestions that the expansion is costing the resort company some $70 million. Asked about the project cost, McAnally said he had no comment on the details of the project at this point. According to the Sun article, the resort is planning an extension to a Treasure Beach property they bought from a local family. The article outlined that the proposal Sandals Resort International, that's the parent company, submitted to Planning Department will consist of an additional 214 rooms, restaurants, kids area, reflecting pool, performance stage, swimming pool, a swim-up pool bar, a jerk shack, cabanas, a terrace with fire pits, a water bridge, a water slide, staff parking, back-of-house expansion, and ancillary facilities. If approved, the project will reportedly create 1,200 jobs during construction and will take 18 months to build. The last major expansion to the resort was done in 2013, when the 156-room Key West Village was built. That village was formerly the Veranda Resort, which Sandals Resort International purchased in 2012. The entire resort presently boasts 758 rooms on Grace Bay Beach, with a total of 21 restaurants, 14 bars, and 10 pools. For PTV Newswatch, I'm Delana Isles.
That's a wrap for Wednesday's newscast. Join us again tomorrow and every weekday at 6:30 p.m. for more Newswatch. Miss a story or newscast? Connect with us by visiting our website at www.ptvatci.com. Until next time, I'm Latoya Walkins signing out.